Hello everyone. Now in this lecture we are going to learn a second program of using C code, that is basic arithmetic operations. Now in this we are going to learn how to do addition of two variables, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. So for that we are going to open a new project. Okay, so go to the file and click on new. Suppose your mouse is not working in this particular Turbo C, so you can access this menu using your F10. So from keyboard press F10 and now you are able to move to this, and using arrows, okay, like left and right arrow, you can access this menu. Now if I want to open a file from keyboard, just come to this file, okay, select that file, press enter. Now all options from this file is get open, and if you want to press new, go to the new and click on enter. Now new file is get open. Okay, now we have to change the file name, okay, from no name 01 cpp to some .c extension, file name with the C extension, because we are going to execute a code in C code. So for that again I'm pressing F10. Okay, see my file is automatically get selected. Automatically means after pressing that F10. Okay, now file, enter and click on save, and you having a save option by pressing directly F2. So I'll save it now, and then I'll just press right arrow key to just like unselect this, and I just remove this name. Okay, and I'm going to give some new name, that is my second .c. This is my second program, so I'm using word second. So you can give any name that you want to give to your file and click on OK, or just press enter. Okay, now your file is get saved with the extension C. The first most thing that we are going to write over here, that is the documentation section. That means the code that we are going to write, the about that code, the program is for what. So I'll use a /star, that is comment line, and here I'm going to write program for basic operation. Okay, and I'll just close my comment using */. Next, first thing, that is header files. We are going to include two header files, okay, that is conio.h and stdio.h. Why we are using it? Okay, in first lecture where we discussed the hello world program, in that video lecture I have discussed why we have used that conio.h and stdio.h. If you have not watched that video, please go and just go through with that video. So hash include conio.h and hash include stdio.h. Okay, next, now we have to start with the main function, that is void main. Okay, why we have to use void? Because I'm saying I want that main should not return anything. Okay, so void means empty. Okay, this is the return type for the main method. So this is my main method, and here first thing that I have to do, that is declaration. Okay, I will declare some variable, and I'm going to write the program where I declare the variable as well as I initialize the variable also. So I want two variable, that is A and B. Okay, to store A will store first number and B will store the second number, and I am saying that both numbers should accept only number value, although two variables should accept only number value. So for that I have to define a data type for that. So one of the data type is your int. Okay, after writing int, give a space. Remember, we have to follow the writing mechanism, that is the syntax. We have to use int in a small characters only. Okay, then my variable name is a comma B. Okay, then I'll use 4 variable, first for addition, for the second for subtraction, multiplication, division, and one more is after division also we are using one more variable, that is total 5 actually, that is mod. So first I'll use add for addition, then sub for subtraction, mul for multiplication, div for division, and mod for modulus. So we are going to use this 5 variable to store the answer. Then I'm going to use one method, predefined function, that is CLR okay, to clear the output screen. CR. Okay. One more important thing, always declare a variable before this CLR. Okay. Before writing CLR, you have to declare the variable. Now we have declared the variable. Okay. Next thing that we have to do, the initialization. So I'll write in we have declared it, so I'll directly use a equals to 10. Okay, and in next line b equals to suppose 20. Okay, and initially I'm going to print the value that we have declared and initialized, that is a and b. So for that we are having a print f function. Okay, and here I'm going to print value for a equals to, okay, then I have to use, because we have used integer type of a and b, so here I have to use %d. Okay, %d is for the, this will define the position of your variable. Okay, so after equals to I want to print a's value. So here when you mention a, that is going to print as it is, because we have included inside a double quotes. Remember, in printf function, whenever we include anything in double quotes, that means that value, that thing is going to print as it is on the screen, except this %d, because %d is your position specifier. Okay, that means if you write %d over here, so after this whatever variable you have mentioned, that variable value is going to print over here in this %d. So write comma a and give semicolon. Okay, so value of a, so I'll get the output like this, value of a equals to, and after this comma the variable a, the variable a value is 10, so that 10 value is going to print over here. Okay, so semicolon, then I'm going to print second value for b, so printf, I'll use now second printf. Okay, value for b equals to, again after equals to I want to print b's value, so %d, and then after comma now I have to print b value, so b. Then one more predefined method I have to use, that is get ch at the end. Okay, now I'll just run this much code. Okay, so for that I'll save the file first, I'll compile it. Okay, 0 error, 0 warnings, and then run the code. Now you will get the value for a equals to 10 and value for b equals to 20. Now see, we wrote these two things, sentence into different printf, but we are getting the output on the same line. Okay, so I want this value for b equals to 20 on the second line, means in next, after 10 it should get entered, and in next line I should get that output. So for that we are having some special character, that is /n. So either you can use /n at the end of this statement or before the starting of your second statement. So I'll use /n over here. Okay, and remember /n always comes in a double quote, and please don't give a opposite slash. It should be this slash and n. So now if you save this and compile it, okay, and last run the code, you will get the second value in a second line. Now the basic thing is done. We have declared the variable and we have initialized the value for this a and b. Okay, now here we have to calculate the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and mod. Okay, so after this line, before get ch, always remember get ch is we are going to hold the screen. Actually get ch means getting the character. That's a function that waits till you enter the character. Okay, so at the end you have to write the get ch always. Now before that get ch, what I'm going to write? I'm going to write the logic for addition. Okay, so now remember in programming, whatever you write right side of your equals to, that is going to store on the left side of your variable. That means I want to store my answer on in add variable, ADD, add variable. So I have to write that variable on left hand side of the equals to. So I'll write add and then equals to, and I'm going to add the two number, that means 10 and 20, which is present in a variable and b variable. So I'll use a variable name a, the operator that is the addition operator, that is plus, and b, and in last I have to use a semicolon, that is the statement terminator. The next thing, now addition is done. Okay, next what I'll do, I'll do the subtraction. So subtraction is going to store value in the subtraction values get stored in the sub variable equals to a minus b and then semicolon. Next I'll do okay a minus b, then you will get a minus value. It's fine. Next I'm going to store a multiplication, it is a into b. Okay, then division. Okay, now I'll divide b divided by a. Okay, so I'll get a proper value. For now, because we are using integer value, we will use a simple division thing. Okay, now the second thing, that is your mod. Now we are going to see what is meant by this mod. Okay, so for mod we are having a symbol called percentage, so b percent a. Now this both division and mod is nothing but the division only. It is going to divide the number. That means we are going to write 8b divided by a. That means we are going to divide 20 by 10. Okay, so now whenever we divide a number, okay, means a number from like 10, 20 from 10. Okay, so in division we always get a 2 value as an answer, like 2 answer. First one is your remainder and second one is your quotient. Okay, so this division will give you the quotient as a answer. Okay, and this mod will give you the remainder as an answer. So if we divide 20 by 10, okay, so 10 2s are 20, so in quotient you will get 2, and in remainder, because 10 2s are 20, 20 minus 20 is 0, so remainder is 0. So in this division we should get 2, that is a quotient answer, and mod, that means your remainder, that is 0. So we are going to tally that thing. So here we wrote the logic for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. Okay, this is called as a modulus also. Okay, or in short we call it as a mod. Now we are going to print the answer on screen. Okay, see, now this is my blue screen where this editor is having this much space. If you want to open it like full screen, so you have to press this arrow, so it get open in a full screen. If you want to minimize it, or if you want to minimize it or minimize the screen size, then again press it, it will get minimized, and if you want to extend it. This particular square is for the cancel, the cross button that we always have on the right hand side of the window, the same that the logic is for this square button. If you press it, this window will get closed. Okay, I'm not closing it right now. Now I'm going to print first addition answer, so I'm going to write printf, okay, addition is, or I'll print a plus b equals to, and here I want to print a answer, so I'll use %d, that is your position specifier. Okay, and because we are using int, we have to use %d. If you are using some other data type like float, char or something like that, That time you have to use other specifier for that each data type. Then give a comma and answer lies in this add variable. So write add and give semicolon again. Now I'm going to print f for a minus b equals to again %d and answer is in sub semicolon printf a multiply star b, that is multiplied by b %d, and this is your mul variable where we have a multiplication answer. Then printf, we are going to divide it, so b divided by a equals to %d, give a comma, don't forget to give a comma. Then in div we are having the division answer, and printf last is your modulus, sorry, that is b mod, that is percentage sign a to %d, okay, and comma mod and give semicolon at the end. Okay, now I have to give a slash n, okay, because I want answer in different lines. So slash n here also, and in both the statement. Okay, so first of all I'll save the code, we'll compile it, see if we are having some syntax error. No, code is correct. And now we will see the logic. See, because we are having value for a is 10, b 20, addition is 30, because we are doing subtraction, 10 minus b, so we are getting answer in -10, multiplication is 200, and okay, so here why we are getting this thing, 1 second. Okay, here because this percent is having some special meaning, I write mod over here, so it is going to consider it as a special character. So I'll write b mod a. Let's see what we will get now. File, save, compile, and run. See, okay, now see, previously I have mentioned b %a. Now remember, in C we are having percent is having a special meaning. So whenever you write %d, that is for the position specifier for integer. When you write %f, that is for a float number, and likewise. So I have used %a. That means it considers that %a is a position specifier, and for that we are getting that wrong answer over there. Okay, so I have used just mod. So b mod a is 0. So if you divide 20 by 10, you'll get a question as a 2, that is your division answer, and remainder as a 0, that is your mod answer. So I'm hoping you understand the code. So thank you.